Yo, what's up guys, Ninja here, and today we're back at it again with another Dragon Ball video. And in today's video, we'll be talking about the character designs in Dragon Ball. Now, Dragon Ball has some great character designs. In fact, we love the characters in Dragon Ball, and some of their designs are so freaking great. And in this video, I decided to count down the top 10 best character designs in Dragon Ball. But I'm not alone, as I'm joined by...
Hey, it's me, Saiyan, man. I don't have an intro, but...
Yeah, what's funny is like my last guy's One Piece Nation, he didn't have an intro as well, so... Yeah, so, Saiyan, man, would you like to start us off with your number 5 first?
Yes. Okay, so my number 5 is Super Saiyan Rose Black. Just like the whole pink and purple stuff with the aura and how his eyes are gray.
Like the whole idea of... Yeah, we're going.
It's like sort of a alternate version of Super Saiyan Blue, like the mass version.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it, but
yeah, like I can see what you're meaning. Like, I think one of the big inspirations for Super Saiyan Rose, it wasn't just to be like another redesign or anything like that. I think it legitimately have a purpose because a pink rose in Japan means death, and that, like, the whole concept of that, it actually defines black pretty well, if you ask me. So yeah, very good number 5. But my number 5 is actually something quite similar to that. My number 5 has to be Zamasu. Now you're probably thinking, isn't Zamasu just a recolor of a Kaioshin? Well, in a way, one thing I really like about Zamasu is kind of their whole background with it, you know what I mean? And if you pull up a picture of Supreme Kai and you give it like a weird filter and you change up the colors a bit, you have Zamasu, and I really do like the fact that he's like a complete opposite of a Kaioshin. He's not good-hearted. He's actually a really bad person in the end, and I really do like that they kind of, you know, color contrasted it with the regular Kais, almost as if, you know, they're kind of opposites. Yeah, I really do like that that little touch they did there, and so that's my number 5. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is the Shadow Dragons from Dragon Ball GT. So, in general, the Shadow Dragons are really unique in their designs. You know, there is that big hamster, you can say. I don't know, that nobody recognize him. Oceanus is cool. She is cool. It's confusing with her two designs. Like, one looks like a man, monster man, and the other looks like a bay.
Yeah.
And also Mega with all the 7 balls in his chest.
Yeah, like,
and
it's really nice that they added in that feature that when Omega Shenron absorbs the 7 Dragon Balls, they're automatically attached to his chest. So, you know, in the end, they're fighting pretty much the person, not the person, but one of the first few things that we saw in Dragon Ball. You know, they're fighting pretty much what has always helped them for all these years, and you know, like, I totally see where you come from. Like, the Shadow Dragons, I really do like their designs. Like, a lot of people say they're too silly and stuff. I don't think it's a bad thing, because if you think about Dragon Ball, it's still kind of silly at the end of the day. Would you agree?
Dragon Ball is wacky. Let's be honest.
If you say Dragon Ball isn't wacky, then no. Like, Dragon Ball is a lot more wacky than you think. And I do like that these, like, I'm pretty sure Toriyama did design the designs for the dragons, and I'm glad he kept them silly, because if he just kept them all, like, unique and scary and stuff like that, it wouldn't really feel Dragon Ball-ish, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you talk about contrast, there are Is and Nova.
Yeah, no, Ice and Nova, like, they were like literal contrasts of each other.
Yes, Nova is fair and nice, I can say. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. His character is deep. Like, you can tell that he is evil, but not from choice. It's because
he's kind of forced to be evil.
Nature. Exactly.
Yeah.
And Ice just enjoys it. He blinded Goku and wanted to kill him, but Nova stopped him. And the Shadow Dragons are cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like them.
Yeah, like one thing that's kind of nice about the Shadow Dragons, Nova and Ice specifically, usually in forms of, stuff like that, orange and red usually means like rage, uncontrollableness, evil, stuff like that, while blue usually means like calm, good, stuff like that. And what's funny is like the roles are kind of split, like, Nova's the good one, Ice is the bad one, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of cool. But my number
they switch
four, yeah,
the
wait, go on.
they switch the 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 roles.
Yeah. So my number four has to be Gohan from the Boo Saga. Now I'm talking about the Gohan you saw him wear it in the first, second Broly movie, and you saw him pretty much do it before the World Tournament, where he kind of trained Videl about in those clothes and stuff. I'll have a picture on the screen. What I really do like about this is not only does it suit it really well on Gohan and look nice, it's also, I noticed this one nice little thing. The colors of it are the same colors of Goku's undershirt in the Turtle Hermit Gi, and it's still built like it's still made like a kind of a Piccolo, like kind of similar to the clothes he wore in the Cell Saga, where he kind of wore Piccolo's clothes. It's kind of a combination of Goku and Piccolo, the two pretty much like the closest things to like mentors or fathers or something like that, like that's one thing I really like, and the design really suits him. Like it's like my personal favorite, the character design for Gohan.
You can call it something like demonic turtle hermit gi. I don't know.
Something like that. So yeah, mine's a little quicker, not as like in detailed as yours. I just really like the way it looks. So dude, what's your number three?
My number three is Super Vegeta from the Cell art from Dragon Ball Z. The form is not that original because it's just Super Saiyan with more muscles. But when Vegeta transformed, it was hype. It was one of his, or maybe his best badass moments in the whole series. I really liked it when he just punched Cell and you saw all of his muscles shown off. I liked it.
Yeah, like I can totally see
it
where
really
you're coming from.
fits. It really fits Vegeta. He's angry and all of that. And
Yeah.
this form fits him really well.
And Super Vegeta and his facial expressions fit it really well as well. Like you can see the amount of determinedness and stuff like that in his face while he's transforming and stuff.
And although this form took him energy and speed, he was really relaxed in it, and he felt comfortable in it.
Yeah, because he was destroying Cell, and until Cell got perfect form, and it was the other way around.
Yes.
Yeah. But my number three has to be King Piccolo from the original Dragon Ball. The reason I really do like this design a lot is because, well, just something about it. King Piccolo is the literal kind of the incarnation of evil. He's the Demon King. They call him the Demon King Piccolo. I don't think any other person in Dragon Ball gets the title the Demon King, and you can totally see why. King Piccolo's face has so much like wrinkles and like intensity in his face that you do not want to mess with him. His face like legitimately looks scary, and like the yellow eyes are a nice touch. The symbol on the front, which I need I forgot what it means, but I'll have it while it's editing, and I really do like it. Like King Piccolo, I'll pull up this picture right here. He looks legitimately scary and intimidating, and he looks like a really good villain, and I think this design really, really does suit him, and like all those veins popping out, like he looks so intense and intimidating, and King Piccolo, that's kind of what he is. He's intense, intimidating, and evil. Pretty much, it's kind of short, but like I really do love his design. So yeah, what's your number two, man?
My number two is Baby from Dragon Ball GT. The whole Baby concept about the Tuffle race, and when he tried to create the Tuffle race again from the Saiyans, it was really cool when he took control of Goten and Gohan and of course Vegeta, and all of them baby forms, the adult, the actual baby, and the teen one were really cool. They like you can you could saw that he like took something from any character that he was inside. Like the muscle from Vegeta, the expressions, I just liked it. And if you're talking about baby, so baby Vegeta looks badass too. The white hair, the red signs on his forehead. I really liked baby.
Yeah,
And
the concept
like
of Baby was really awesome, and his design was really nice as well. Like how he took over Baby Vegeta, he had his own elements, but you would still tell it was a Vegeta. Like Baby Vegeta's design is really cool. But my number 2 is actually a pick also from GT. My number 2 pick is Super Saiyan 4. This one may be a little controversial because I know some people that don't like Super Saiyan 4. And thing is with me, there's no denying, out of all the transformations we ever got in Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan 4 is the most unique design in all of Dragon Ball. Like, Super Saiyan 4, it does something that, it's the only Super Saiyan transformation that brings in the Uzaru transformation, and it looks really, really awesome. And they gave him the tail as well, they gave him their own clothes, you know, it looks really, really nice, and it's just, you gotta love how it changes, it makes their voice go deeper, it makes their mind kind of, you know, go a little cuckoo and stuff. And this design is just so unique, and I like that it put a little bit of a twist on it, rather than just giving them, you know, a little more hair and keeping it gold. I like that this one actually kept it unique, and did something we'd never seen before, and to this day, don't get me wrong, I like Super Saiyan God, and I really do like Super Saiyan Blue, but Super Saiyan 4 still remains the most unique out of any Dragon Ball transformation there is. Boom. But now on to number 1. What is your number 1, Saiyan Man?
Okay, my number 1 is Champa from Dragon Ball Super. Okay, so if we're talking about Champa, we're talking about Beerus if he ate a lot and
he's a fat Beerus. Before Champa's name was revealed, everyone just called him Fat Beerus.
Everyone. There was even a theory that Majin Buu absorbed Beerus, and this is the result. And Champa looks doesn't look like the guy that you don't wanna mess with him, but when you realize that he is the god of destruction,
you immediately get scared.
Exactly. So and his design is kind of cool. Like, you see, it reminds me of Majin Buu. You see a fat guy, you don't think that he can be strong, and then boom, he's super strong, and you can't compete with him, and he is a danger.
Yeah. So yeah, my number 1 is also from Dragon Ball Super, and quite frankly, it's Champa's brother. It's the legendary Beerus. Now, I'm gonna go into a little more detail than you said, but like, I really do like this about Beerus. Beerus' original, Toriyama, when he was, you know, scripting like getting ideas for Battle of Gods and stuff, his original intentions was to have Beerus like in a lizard form. I'm glad he didn't do that, because I absolutely love the fact that Beerus is basically an Egyptian cat. The fact, like, some people say Beerus' design is silly. Like, I get it, he's just a tall, extremely skinny cat. But once you realize that this is the god of destruction, and he could wipe out your planet in, like, without even barely lifting a finger, you don't want to mess with him. And I do love the fact that it's quite simple. Like, Beerus' design is really simple. It really, like I said earlier, it's just an Egyptian cat at the end of the day. But that's one thing I like. It's so unique. And I like that Champa has that feature as well. He's pretty much a fatter version of Beerus, and he also has, like, that Egyptian cat design. And Dragon Ball, if you know Dragon Ball, it takes a lot of cues from, like, you know, other stuff. And I'm really happy that Beerus' design is like this, and it's simple, and, like, it's so wacky. Like, it's kind of wacky, but also really scary. Like, you know, a series, you know, a character's design is good if it can look silly and yet really intimidating at the same time. So that's kind of, you know, my whole reason for why Beerus is number 1. Would you like to add on?
Beerus is actually based on Toriyama's cat.
Yeah, like, and who apparently, the cat apparently got sick, but luckily the cat is good now. Like, it was based on Toriyama's cat, and that's a nice little thing too. And of course, I don't think the cat looked Egyptian, but you know, it's nice that Toriyama added those little features in there, so, yeah.
It's the intuition of Toriyama. It's his vision of how his cat would look like as a god.
Yeah. So guys, that's been our video for today on the top 10 best character designs in all of Dragon Ball. What are your top 10 best character designs in Dragon Ball? Leave them in the comments down below. Also, I'd really like to say a quick thank you to the Saiyan man who joined me on this, this video, and quite frankly, he was actually the one who brought the idea to me, and without him, this video idea probably wouldn't even be happening right now. So, Saiyan man, you got any last words?
I wanted to say thank you for the collaboration.
No problem.
And don't forget to check me on Twitter at Saiyan.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching Mr. Ninja. Out. Peace, everybody.